1000, keep it 1000, keep it a stack, We kill 1000, It's deeper than rap, it's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop. It's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop.
Keep it 1000 podcast. I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack. And I'm your host, KL100. And as you can see, it do not stop. It do not stop with me. And I got a special guest in the building, man. One of the people who inspired me to make music, you know what I'm saying? I saw that they was doing a thing and it was so close to home, man. I went ahead and jumped into it, man. Big inspiration, big props to y'all, man. Freakin' One Savage in the building, man. What up with you? Coolin', man. Glad to have you on the show, man. We're gonna get right into it, though. We're gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
So, you grew up in Baton Rouge, but you spent a couple years in the NO. So, speak on growing up in the NO a little.
Yeah, it's like I really, I grew up in Baton Rouge, like coming up in the early 80s. But then as I got going into the teenage years, I became more affiliated in New Orleans because I was going back and forth. My mom was up there, my dad and my aunties, everybody was up there. We was really raised by our grandmother here in Baton Rouge. You know
right.
And that what kept the affiliation strong in Baton Rouge was my grandmother was gonna separate us and divide my mom matured enough, and she just kept us all down here. But I was going back and forth doing my shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Rolling Stone, wherever you laid your head was your home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chad, that's how it go down, bro. That ain't gonna lie. And shout out to all my people out there, because you know what I'm saying? You saying that's how it was up there, you dig? Shit, I got up there, shit, whatever you laid your head was your fucking home. That's how we played it, that's how we done it.
So us being like 45 minutes away, an hour, they say 45 minutes, man, it's longer than that. But us being so close to them, like, what's the different cultures like? Similar, I know we got similarities, like, explain some of the differences and some of the similarities.
New Orleans is more a flavor gumbo city that got a mixture of, so many different people that from so many different nationalities. That what makes it different from BR. And BR, we more like straight up, you know what I'm saying, street, rugged shit, you know what I mean? Back then, starts down pants, your all-star Converses on, you know what I mean? Nigga running the streets on the corner doing their do. But in New Orleans, the difference was, you know what I mean? You had on the pair, if you had on your Levi's, you had on a pair of either Ballards or a pair of Soldier Reeboks. And then it was really majority Dickies suits and Soldier classics. You heard me?
Right.
Ballards from the Animals. Yeah, real throwback shit. I'm talking Rubenstein's throwback. I'm talking Soul Train fashion throwback. Out New Orleans. Know what I mean? You heard?
Right. So you started making music in the NO, or you did it when you was in BR?
Really, my inspiration for music came out the NO. You know what I mean? I had a little job for a second working for Miss Peaches on the Elysian Field at the split of Elysian Field where Gentilly turned into Broad. I worked for Miss Peaches when she had a store right there.
Shout out Miss Peaches.
For a few. But I ended up, just like any other nigga, quit, you know what I mean? But nigga running the street and jobs in New Orleans back then was so easy to come across. So, you know what I'm saying? I went from there to the fall. But I started in the on the question of the music because, I used to be in my auntie back room. And in New Orleans, me and my cousin, we used to go to clubs and you hear T.T. Tucker, you know what I mean? Like DJ Earl. I remember we went to the club. I did this real shit. It was a gun show night. You know what I'm saying? I think the club was Ghost Town. You know what I mean? Anybody, you should know what I'm talking about.
Slim say that in one of his songs.
Yeah.
I was a younger going Ghost Town. I was standing outside.
Man, I'm a character. And that bitch used to go hard. And so when I go in that shit, I used like, man, see these dudes going hard. I used to hear the 3-9 passes, the LOGs, the low keys, the you know what I mean? The old jewelry, the young jewelry, the young BG,
Right.
and you listen to it, I just said, man, I won't get into that music shit, but by me being still, what I'm saying, running the streets, I was still on the street shit, but my mind frame was like, man, I want to do music.
Right. So that's where it all began. Now you mentioned working at Miss Peach's shop. That's a legendary record shop in New Orleans, man. What was that like, man? Did you see some of the artists coming in the store, dropping off their music?
A lot of time, man. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they had a section strictly was for cash money. Cash money at their own section.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Cash Money Record.
Yeah, and you had New Orleans section, then you had the rest. You had the West Coast section, you had the East Coast section.
Come on, you was able to get West Coast music in Miss Peach's shop, like
shit. Miss Peach was the shit. Anybody in the city knew one thing: you want to get music, you go to Miss Peach. And what made me end up working with her? I was a fan to music, and the job I had before then, you know what I mean? I'd get my little money. I go to Miss Peach and give me a couple of CDs. I mean, a couple of tapes. It was cassettes and CDs at the time. It was cassettes was transitioning to CDs. So you know what I'm saying? It was like I'll get either a cassette or a fucking CD, but majority was cassette because the bounce originated. It was cassette. So you know what I mean? You go to that bitch, buy a shit, go home, put it in a box, and see. I just rap over another nigga shit. While they rapping, I be on that nigga beat trying to rip that bitch like that bitch was mine.
Getting it in on them bitches, huh?
Big.
So we gonna come back to BR and the legendary Lower Block Records, man. How did that situation come about?
Shout out.
Hold up, I want to do it too. My bad cutting you off, but I want to do it too, man. Shout out to the whole Lower Block Records. Anybody who was affiliated to the Lower Block Records, man. Y'all salute y'all, man. Y'all was inspiration.
Yeah, shout out to all of everybody, the whole family, Lower Block family. You know how it go now. Free said it said, take your lick.
Free said it said, take your lick.
Yeah.
All that.
Now the Lower Block thing, we was really, just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? They were shooting the shit, just spitting, rapping, and then no nigga was like, man, let's go to rest in peace, Tommy J. Let's go to Tommy J. Let's put some shit down. You know what I mean? And that's how the Lower Block, you know what I'm saying, really started. We went from there, you dig, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we had our run.
Right. So who was making some of them beats, man? Them niggas were raw back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had Doc No, and who else? Mighty G know more on it, 'cause I was really more into the rapping.
Right.
Oh,
Mighty G coming on the show. I already talked to him. Yeah. Mighty G coming soon. Yeah.
On our beats, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Majority of them was done by Doc No. I do know that, you know what I mean? And sometimes G deliver a beat that do this, put it down.
Well, I got a segment in my show, man, where I say it's time to keep it 1,000, one stack. So I give free promo to anybody who's doing any business. You can't beat that. Anything you're doing, just leave a comment, a brief description of what you got going on, and I'm gonna shout you out. It don't take but a second to keep it a stack. So today's shout out goes to Tyme with Lex. Get at her for your all natural wellness products that will cleanse, revive, rejuvenate, and replenish you. Y'all follow Tyme _with _Lex. That's how that go. It don't take but a second to keep it a stack. So we moving forward. The grind time situation with Lil Handy. Rest in peace, Lil Handy, man. Was the truth.
Yeah, rest in peace, Handy.
What was the grind time situation and how did that come about?
Like the grind time thing, how it came about. Handy used to always be over here by my house in Baton Rouge in Old Town on the North, BR North. You know, we had a magnolia tree that we used to call that wild magnolia.
Right.
So we used to be under the tree, and you know, I'm quick to kick off a freestyle. You know what I mean? And we all get out there start freestyle. And I just seen it in him, you know what I mean? But he was already doing things with my boy Donnell at the time. And he was Donnell was, you know, he was transitioning to the new setting, which with Big Boy Clip. Shout out Big Boy, that's my brother from another mother. You heard me?
Shout out Grind Time, the whole thing. Anybody who was affiliated with Grind Time, shout out.
And so with that, he was like, you know, shit. And came, he was like, man, I want you to do the role manage and hype. And,
so you was managing Lil Handy too?
Yeah, like
okay.
Role manager, being with the artist, because Big Boy had, he had the behind the scene, the table thing. He was orchestrating, you know what I mean? And one thing that I give Big Boy, he had the ear for music. He had ear for music.
Mm-hmm.
He'll listen to it, and if he don't, he'll give you an opinion. Be like, man, look, man, get a little hype with it, and I ain't gonna lie. So we worked it good together, and I felt comfortable because it was a prayer before every session or every meeting that we had. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Boy Mom.
It was structured.
Yeah, we was always structured. And shout out to Christopher Alexander. He was also part of the Grind Time family. Money Mike. You know what I mean? And so on the Grind Time thing, Handy really, you just let Handy do his thing. That's how it was. Man, Handy brother or Diddy, man, Diddy, we used to go out a lot. And so when we go up, we come in, man, Diddy be in the other room playing a video game. I'm hearing BG in the other room, but I'm hearing somebody rapping over.
Right.
And it was Handy. Handy was in the next room rapping over BG.
He definitely had a little similarities like BG, Soulja Slim. You know what I'm saying?
He loved
it was cold.
Yeah, he loved them. And then, so to get back to the Big Boy, Big Boy, Big Boy was ready to get behind him and push forward with him, and you know what I'm saying, and make him. And he sat him down. He talked to him. He told him what the plan was, and we just got together with the Grind Time movement, and we just said, bro, we're gonna go out here and we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to make the thing sell. And that's what we did. We went out there, we promoted our ass off. We had fun, you know what I'm saying? And working with Mouse, at an early age, Mouse was graduating from
Mouse on the track, so you got to see the growth of Mouse.
Yeah, Mouse was graduating from ballet at the time.
That's dope.
And I ain't gonna lie, he was very talented at his early age. Mouse was talented then. He can hear something. Yeah, he can play. He can harmonize something, and get on that keyboard. Next thing you know, Mouse whipping up the track. You know what I mean? And just knowing what the talent that he had, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just proud of him. I'm so proud of him because I watched him at the beginning, and I knew like our last conversation, after the tragedy began, moving forward. My only thing, I wish the best for him, just like, Big Boy, Big, Big, we was like I'm saying, we all like family.
Right.
See, Big had the mind, the business, the finance, and you know what I'm saying, and everything. And we just networked it. We found our lane. And then when we all found our lane, it was creative. You know what I mean? We had brotherly disagreement, but it was brotherly disagreement where nobody else knew because it was 5 seconds over with, and I'm just saying
back back cool.
Show how comfortable the atmosphere and the vibe was, you know what I mean? So yeah, the Handy thing, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was a enjoyable moment. The same as lower block, because go to the lower block, man. We traveled. You know what I mean? We were there. We was invited to the Cash Money record signing deal. We signed
Man, y'all was like really like hood superstars, like for real.
We in the Superdome sitting the table next to Baby now. We red carpet too. You know what I mean? We our table right next to Baby now. When they got this deal, and you know what I mean, we all chilled up. You know, we met up with them on the lakefront. They see, you know, Baby and Sid they knew each other. You know what I mean? And they were like, man, they stopped us. They said, man, y'all, you know, we on our way to the dome. You know what I mean? Jump in line, let's go. We jumped in line on the lakefront. Man, we had a whole like a caravan, you know, and them boys was stunting it and for real.
Yeah.
That's why I said when people like they try to, you know what I'm saying, put stand on them boys' name, them boys was really living their life. We was there. Them boys really had the
you got to witness it firsthand.
Yeah, we witnessed that. You know what I mean? And plus, I witnessed coming up, you know what I mean, watching Baby, like in the New Orleans area. You know what I mean? Yes, knowing, yeah, these dudes are fish, these real dudes. So, you know, hey, I had a hell of a ride, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So the song, what O.A.K. The song O.A.K. man, Left Handed. Your voice is saying O.A.K. A lot of people don't know that, might not know that that's freaking One Savage on that O.A.K. So how did that come about?
I'm on the hook. When you hear that background, big boy, that's me saying big boy.
Oh, that's you too?
Yeah.
So you got to tell us about both of those situations.
Yeah. On the O.A.K. situation, we had Big Boy out. You know what I'm saying? Heavy came through on a 5 years beat. You know
so Heavy was one of the producers too?
Yeah.
And they also had Keno too.
You know what I'm saying? Keno Sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Keno. You know
Shout out to Keno.
That's my brother, that's my boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That, you know, Keno always was a stand-up guy with me, you know what I mean? That's like my brother from another mother. If people like right around the corner from me, that's how I was jam club with.
That's how they go.
But Heavy was playing the beat, and you know, Handy was going over his verse. You know what I mean? And I mean, I heard this thing, and while Handy rapping, I just kept on in the background saying, O.A.K. O.A.K. And Big hear me. That's why, you know, Big Boy Clip. Big hear me saying, O.A.K. And so he said, you know what? Put that in the song.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how we put O.A.K. in the airline and mix the song.
It really did come together like a whole package. Like it could not have, it couldn't go without that. You know what I'm saying? It's just perfect in there, man, you know.
And on the Big Boy song, Hannah was saying, you amped up on the Big Boy. And I'm listening to it. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I'm hyped. So I'm in that big boy.
Hey,
big boy.
This whole time I ain't know that was you, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, boy. You dropped 2 jewels that stuck in them songs and made them songs really. You know what I'm saying? Stick out. The little things in the songs.
What it was, I was going off the vibe that I was feeling that was coming from him.
Right.
You know what I mean? That his energy level was so high to where it hit me to where I had to vibe with him.
That was my next question. What was Handy energy like in the studio? Like just being in there with him?
I'm serious. You know, Big Boy, my witness on it. When it came down to Handy studio, Handy went in something and he listened. For one, he gonna put his all into it because he'll be at home in the room, right. You know what I mean? Just right. Listen to other just violence music. And see, it's hard for me to listen to other people rapping music. This nigga be and just vibing the music. So when he get in the studio, he used to be like, you know what I mean? If he liked the verse, he'll be like, yeah, he'll look at Big, you know what I mean? He'll want to see what Big reaction gonna be.
Right.
Big like, yeah, like it too. And like, fuck, I'm gonna go hard. And so that's when he just try, he'll go in again, you know what I'm saying? Just say, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He
And
was
so
definitely
yeah,
musically inclined.
fucking right. It was the energy, bro. I mean, bro.
I got a handy story like why I say he musically inclined. I was at y'all house, matter of fact, and I was sitting in my car and I was listening to my songs, and he just happened to walk up and he opened the door and got in my car. He was like, "You got something new?" I was like, "Yeah, I got something." I put it on, and the way he was rocking to the song, like it was different than I ever saw it. But I did see Tupac do this too. He was rocking like a different rock, like to it, like embracing every sound to it.
Right.
And so after it went off, he say, "I'ma holler at you, bro. I gotta go right," and ran back across the street and went back in the house. Man, that dude
like,
that was gonna make it, bro. Rest in peace, Lil Handy, man.
Man, this real shit. It'd be time I used to hear somebody out there because the swing would make squeaking noise. And I'm hearing the rap. I'm like, damn, I got rap. Who the fuck that is? It got to the point I started knowing who it was. I'm looking out the front, hand on the swing, he writing rap. Sit by himself, got a 24-ounce can. You know what I'm saying? All alone, nobody there, nobody bothering him. He just writing his rap right under the swing. That's why we used to call it Wild Magnolia Tree. You know
right.
what I mean?
So on the Rap Hustling album,
right.
How did Handy hook up with Turk from the Hot Boys for that Over Them Hoes?
That was too big. Too big boy.
Big boy?
Yeah, big. Big, like I say, you know, Turk and Keno, you know what I'm saying? They were very cool.
It was locked in.
Shout out to Hot Boy Turk.
Hot Boy Turk.
Man,
shout out.
That dude official. He always been official, you know what I mean?
Was they in the studio at the same time, or he sent the verse?
Nah. He really he did his verse, and you know what I'm saying.
He
put it on, yeah.
Okay.
But no, Handy went to New Orleans. He actually did go down. You know
okay.
What I mean? That's how that went with Turk.
Right.
But, and when we went down there, we had Bleed. Bleed was with us. You know, me
Young Bleed?
Yeah, Young Bleed.
Shout out to Young Bleed, man.
Shout out
I gotta get you on the
Bleed,
show too.
Yeah, that's another real one, you know, man.
Right.
You know, that's one of the coldest and I ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Bleed got a swag, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's fire, bro. Shout out to Young Bleed, bro.
Right.
South Baton Rouge, one of the realest.
Right. That's how they go.
Yeah.
So how did Handy hook up with Webby, man? And was Trill trying to sign Handy?
None of that. Handy and Webby and Mouse, they always had their affiliation together as they were friends.
Yeah.
Cool. You know
right.
What I mean? I remember Webby, you know what I mean, from studio, that day he was a Newport smoker. You know, the thing about Webby talented too, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Webby.
Webby going, yeah, shout out Webby, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, that dude go to the studio, dog, and lay something right quick, you know what I'm saying? He remind me of people. I mean, it was like when they just, he just push up down, he pushed up down. And, he went into the socket and he laced it up,
Right.
Laced, we did another song together. That's the name of it, which I like the song. Oh, Mobbing My Old School. I wouldn't go forget the name of it.
Yeah.
I'm on Papa Melly's case and Mama Cookie and did. Shout out to Kwame Brown for
that. Yeah, that's how that go. Hey, so Handy shot that video in the hood, man, in Glen Oaks on right on Silverleaf at Silverleaf Grocery, right? So
that was a commercial.
That was a commercial. I mean, they said BG came down.
No, the video shoot with BG, that was Keno.
That was Keno, okay.
Yeah.
So that was BG video.
Yeah.
And Handy that's when he met BG.
Mm-hmm. That's
okay.
When Keno was really collaborate everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
Did that video ever come out?
The commercial did. It
Mm.
played on, actually played on BET. You know what I mean? Through a couple cable networks. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? When it first dropped that, it was on a national marketing level. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking on your career, man, what's next for Freaky One Savage, man? You still recording? What you got going
Yeah,
on, man?
man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got so much gumbo and you did. It's just all about that. I'm picky. I'm the type of person, bro. If I put something out, I want it to be perfect, not only to my ears but to everybody. If I can hear something like, "Well, it's all right to me," that don't mean that it's perfect up. Even though
Right.
they say sometimes other ears is another opinion, but I just like to
You
have
your
fun
worst critic.
too.
Just
Yeah,
like me. Yeah.
and right. And I'm doing it in the Chop It Up box, which in the Chop It Up box I do now. That's under Freaking One Savage, which I'm on Instagram, I'm on Vigo, man, I'm on all the
Man,
pages.
you gotta tell them how to get to you, man. What's
Freaking One
the
Savage.
tags?
Oh yeah. Get Freaking One Savage. You know what I mean?
That's all you gotta do. Simple as that.
Instagram, Freaking One Savage.
Okay.
Go to Bible, anywhere you go, Freaking One Savage. And you'll get straight to me. And then what I'm into now, I'm touching bases into reality, dealing with the everyday society of, what I'm saying, trying to play a part in being an uplifter to our community.
Right.
I had a taste of both sides of the field, and I feel I can relate to the others. So it ain't they the enemy, it ain't they the problem. Is they, they 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 need help. They need us to reach out and show love. Because a lot of what you see out there is coming from angry hearts, bro. It's coming from, what I'm saying, some kind of broken structure, and it builds within and don't come out. And so that's what I'm basically trying to do. Get on that platform where I want to be able to touch base with people on things like this. So that when they hear it, they be like, man, you know what? I'm going to tell them situation. Let me hear what he has to say.
Right.
Man, I shout out to Judge Brown, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know if you allowed to do the advertisement of a lot of people. I'm just saying.
You do your thing.
Reason I bring up Judge Joe Brown, man, the guy, he's speaking some real shit. You know what I mean? How the media wanna put certain things into us, force us to be like and take the man from us. Man, take out all the big male figures from the black. You know what I mean? And we trying to, and like I say,
Okay.
Kwame Brown interview bust like, you know what I mean?
They got some jewels in there.
Yeah, they got jewels, bro. And shout out, we not say that because, bro, he sprinkled us with little mama cookies. He gave us the go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Use his platform and to get the word out there. So for a brother like that, you try to support. And the same way you support the sister business earlier. You know what I mean? I respect that because what I'm saying, that's what we need. We need more independent, strong standing people, and where they could be more of an encouragement to those close around in their areas around them.
Definitely right.
And we all do our part in making, our
united we stand, divided we fall.
We stand. You know what I mean?
Divided we fall.
Hey, united we stand, the greater we'll be.
The greater we'll be.
The greater we'll be. They want us with the narrative that it can't happen when it can. You know what I mean? And it's all about us learning to relate with each other. And that's what I'm going to now in life. I want to teach the youngster that, man, you should be able to cross over to on the other side of the highway, and when you see someone, instead of y'all first impression of each other is a negative vibe, and you know what I'm saying, of a image of a look, because that's all it is. It's just a look without words. Words come after the look.
Yeah.
Think about it. That's when the words come. So it's like, you know, getting at him, but man, being able to, like, when you see that brother, what's up? You know, I say, what's up? All right, cool, my brother. Yeah,
Simple.
cool. Simple. You know, and that's what we trying to get at, man.
Speaking on that, like just all the deaths from these
Right.
rappers, bro. Like even in Baton Rouge, it's just like so many names to name that didn't get to reach their full potential. Like far as nationwide artists, the King Vons, the Pop Smokes, the who else? It's countless others.
And see, yeah, that's why I say, man, that's why it's so,
what we got to do to stop that?
It's so important for us, like I say, to learn to be able to breathe and meet each other on an approach with a positive vibe. That way the energy will be positive once we run across each other. When we got in our mind that, you know what I mean, yeah, you know, I don't know this nigga, so I ain't all right. So I'm gonna get this nigga this certain look. You know what I mean? That's the
and certain intentions.
Yeah.
I don't know him, so I'm gonna give him a certain intentions and a certain look. Yeah, that's how that really be going in PR for sure.
Next thing you know, that turned to negative outcome.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we got to learn. We got to learn to start doing researches on ourselves. That's the only way that we can acknowledge, accept, or reform, rehabilitate, and really regroup ourselves in a way that we can go out into society and come with a positive energy amongst everybody we run across. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Energy won't be so negative. You know what I mean? If you look at it, you know, it's all right for us on the media platform, insult, criticize, talk down, degrade each other. But if we switch it over to saying about someone else, is a flag, pulled off, suspended, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It's so like it's set up for negativity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk.
And so once the mind frame and the need to see the negative thing that going on in society, you know what I mean? The mind start looking for it. That means the positive, it overlooks.
Right.
It don't stop to look. And the positive is the call for, man, we dying, man. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. Don't be hypnotized, because that's all it is. You know what I mean? That's why I say, you know, you got to get an interview, man. The dude he talking some real stuff. And I advocate with the message from him, because our youth need to hear it. This is something that our youth really need to hear, you know, because when you got something good in your mind frame, this is who you are, this is what you're gonna be, you find yourself in that position.
True.
If you know how to control that volume of your own intentions, your own anything you're dealing with yourself, and that's like learning the self-control, man. Bro, enough of that in the hood, bro. We can connect, be better as a society. Instead of going out, we rebuild, because they're killing our infrastructure. They breaking down our institute that was once, you know what I'm saying, the proud founders of education of our inheritance, of our past. If you look now, the average black or college right now, man, they going down. Less enrollment, you know what I mean?
It's deep.
Like you're taking the history.
Politics.
Right, politics. You know? So, you know, that's why I'm basically getting into that.
So that's on the Chop It Up boxes. You interviewing people, or is you just on universal topics, you know, just educating and you know?
Right now, it's just me. Just, you know, I do take in live video calls. You know,
how can they chime into the Chop It Up box with Freaky One Savage?
Well, yeah, when you drop in, just request on video check.
Just catch you on live. You go to certain times, or you just?
I just drop it in. You know, Chop It Up box is.
You go on a vibe.
What I call that is my social media neighborhood That means, you know, that when I connect with, you see, these folks got this thing called our fans, our viewers. Nah, it's social media, family. You know, it's friends and family. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You connect with everybody. You know what I mean? And that was this platform was really basically made for the do. And what I'm doing with it, I'm just trying to take advantage of it and get the word, the message out. You know what I mean? Man, hey, don't slip, don't fall. Not we can't break, we can't bend, we can't fold. We got too further to go. You know what I mean? We
Right.
still haven't, you know, we still haven't got to the place in life where, you know what I'm saying? We worry about the highways and everything going on, and the money on the highways should be spent in our neighborhood, rebuilding the home. People staying there home that ain't even really certified.
Right.
And they just don't know it. You know what I mean? It's a hazard.
Right.
You know, instead of spending on all these highways, bring it back to the community where it needed at the most, you know, educating our children, you know, prison reform.
That's kind of a piggyback of how I end my show. I always end my show with any advice for the kids. It don't have to be entertainment wise, musically, just whatever, because they need it, bro. Like, especially the teenagers, man.
Right.
Any advice for the kids, bro? What you got?
Like for the kids, I tell them, you know what I mean, don't give up. Knowing what's in front of the vision of your eyes, what you see. Meaning what I say, saying what I mean is always take responsibility, accept the consequence of anything that goes with decision making or outcome of any kind of predicament you caught in. That's the only way you would learn how to regroup quicker and refocus, regain, and get back into a steady mind frame to, you know what I mean? Instead of, you know what I'm saying, snapping quick, doing something you don't want to do, regretting it after you're sitting in the place where you don't want to be, which is modern day 2K slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it's definitely like life is a big learning experience, man.
Yeah.
Learn from your mistakes. That's all it is. You know.
Don't look at things as you fail. Take it as a skill. You know, chalk it up as an experience that you use to go on and you go on. That's where, you know, if you ever run across that situation again, you know how to equip yourself to get through it, and try to always do your best to always keep it 100 and stay real. Because if you stay real and stay 100 and keep it 1,000,000, 1,000, at the end, always one thing. They can't say you cutthroat, you have step, you held back,
right?
You wouldn't tolerate complete. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Big props. Wishing nothing but success. Generational wealth for everybody.
Oh yeah.
This is the Keep It 1000 podcast, and I'm your host, KL1000, and we just kept it a stack. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode, and we out.
Wow.
Keep it 1000, keep it 1000, keep it a stack, keep it a stack. We kill 1000, kill 1000. It's deeper than rap, it's deeper than rap. It's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop. It's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop.